It is Wednesday, which means it's time for another edition of Wednesdays with Winnie and Gary for Wednesday, April 21st of 2021. Sorry if the coloration here on the lighting is bad. Everything looks kind of yellowish because of the angle I'm at. I'm sitting here on the floor and Gary's on the table playing with this pheasant feather. Thanks to Revel and Gallivants humans for sending it to us. Gary loves this thing. And Winnie is down here watching him. Hi, Winnie. How are you? Your brother's having all the fun. Oh, the color looks much better pointing down versus up. Here, Winnie, you want this? Oh, boy. Gary, out of the corner of my eye, he's staring at this. I hope he's not going to jump down here. Hi, Winnie. You want to play with the feather, too? Oh, look at you. Winnie, like a meerkat. Standing up. Boop, boop. Oh, she's like, do not boop me with a feather. It's going to get you. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. But Gary just loves this thing. Just have to hold it and hold it just far enough away where he's just boxing it. Right, buddy? You head tilting at this thing? Here, it's closer to you now. Whoop. Look at you, silly boy. It's funny, Jenny D and I were just chatting right before the live stream, just saying that this very well might be just Wednesdays with Winnie because Gary was upstairs sleeping just a few minutes ago, and then I just did something as simple as pick up the lasers that were on the table, and the rattling from the button of the laser is like a siren song for this boy. He came running down the stairs when he heard that laser, so I guess he wasn't totally asleep, huh, Gary? Not asleep enough to miss out on laser action, right? Look at you. It's funny because where he's sitting, this is our dining table, and he's sitting in this serving tray that we set up on the table a little while ago. It's just this wooden decorative serving tray. And Winnie kept sitting in it, and then Gary kept sitting in it, and eventually they just took it over. So it's no longer used to hold like condiments and napkins and such. We just put a little bed there, and it's essentially now a Gary bed. He loves sitting there on that little tray. He really loves it. And when he's not in there, he sometimes sits in that round chair, which is Winnie's chair. Winnie loves sitting in that round chair. And then the two of them have just been loving their cat tree. They've just been sitting in this cat tree there. You two are being really silly. You're just chilled out, waiting for that feather, aren't you? We don't take this feather out too often because we're worried they're just going to completely shred it and it'll just be nothing if we leave it out overnight. And they'll just totally eat it. So we just bring it out on occasion, and they love it. Gary, you're going to fall. You're going to fall, buddy.
It's not just that they'll eat it. Gary
Boop,
will
boop.
bring it to us.
Oh, yeah. This would also be like a prized kill for Gary. If we left this out, I'm sure he would bring this upstairs and drop it off in our bed and yowl at us to show us his kill. Oh, Gary. He loves this thing. Loves it. You getting it, buddy? This one toy that just makes him head tilt a lot, too. And Winnie is on the move down here. What are you doing, Winnie? She is watching. She is watching this boy. Okay, Winnie. Okay, Winnie. It's funny how Winnie just kind of stands up to look at it. It's right there. Although Winnie appreciates more of a challenge, and she'll go after it, I think, if it's on the tree. Okay, Winnie. Here we go. It's up high. It's up high. Uh-oh. I've grossly I've grossly underestimated this boy's eagerness to play with this feather. Good thing I've got the phone on a little tripod here, so let me set up the scene a little bit more here so you can see what's going on. Okay, Gary. Who's getting it? Winnie's watching below. Winnie's being cautious. She's just watching me. She wants it to be right by her. I think she's cautious because of Gary. But Gary, on the other hand, just wants it. Oh, Winnie's walking away. She's hanging out on her Etch-a-Sketch. That's the other place she's been loving lately. She loves her Etch-a-Sketch. She hangs out on that more than Gary does. Here, Winnie. Oh, there you go, Winnie. Winnie likes when it's jumping around fast. There you go, Winnie. There it is. Get it, get it. She's like, you're pulling me off my base. I need to be on the scratcher. I need to be on the Etch-a-Sketch. Oh, you got it. You got it. Oh, look at those big eyes. Look at those big eyes. It's right above you, Winnie. It's right above you. Oh, oh, Winnie. Oh, she just bumped her head on the leg of the chair there. I heard a little thunk. Although, by the way she's reacting, I think she's fine. Gary is politely watching over here. You're a good boy, Gary. You're a good boy. Uh-oh, it's up top. How are you going to get that? How are you going to get that? That's how. That's how. Look at you. Look at you, Gary. You're silly. You are silly. You're too funny. Gary, what if this feather tickled your toes back here? It's tickling your toes. He's like, oh, I got to spin around. I love this tree. It's so funny. Gary. He's too silly. He's like a big kitten. Big 13-pound kitten. Whoa. You are so handsome, buddy. We haven't weighed them in a little while as well. Whoa. He loves this. Ready, Gary? Whoa, where'd it go? It's over here. Now it's over here. When I shake the feather, watch his whiskers. As he's slowly twitching his face, kind of trying to follow the feather, his whiskers start twitching. Oh, you're so silly, Gary. So silly. So silly. Whoa, that was a good one. That was a good one. Gary, it's up here now, buddy. Where'd it go? Whoa, there you go. I'm like so pleased with this cat tree. I didn't really have many expectations. I was actually a little skeptical about its design, but it turns out that this is just a great cat tree for Winnie and Gary. They love this thing. It's funny too because I don't think I've ever seen them sit on this step, this bottom one. They never use that. They just use that to launch up the to the top of it. And I've only seen Winnie sit on this second level one time. Gary's never sat on it. The two of them just love these two top levels so much. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Whoa, you got it. Come on, buddy. Boop, 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 boop. Let's let your sister play with us some more. Oh, she's over here. She's watching over here. Hi, Winnie. Okay, Winnie. You want the feather too? She does like the feather too. Oh, look what your brother did to it. Your brother's mangled it. He's really mangled it, Winnie. Oh, I got to make sure. The way I play with her with this feather under this chair, she doesn't bop her head again. She loves her Etch-a-Sketch, though, so I can just simply do this. Okay, Winnie, we're sliding out. Whoa, sliding out. Etch-a-Sketch on the move. Hi, Winnie. Winnie, will you draw something if we use this Etch-a-Sketch? These knobs don't work.
But she's sitting on it, so if you use some knobs and she's sitting on it, you really don't know what she's in for.
Jenny D says if she's sitting on it and use the knobs to draw on it, do you really want to see what she'd draw? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I just noticed somebody mentioned a Roomba in the chat. I've always wondered myself if how they would respond to a Roomba, and I'm pretty sure though they would just sit and watch it. Right, Winnie? Boop. They don't mind stuff if it's not too loud. Like remote control cars and stuff like that. They don't mind. They usually just sit and watch it if something makes noise, though. But if there was a Roomba that was super quiet or a vacuum like that was super quiet, they might be interested.
Every Roomba I've ever seen was pretty loud.
Yeah, I mean, considering they're vacuum cleaners, I'm sure it would be way too loud. Right, Winnie?
I would love for her to ride a Roomba, though.
Right, Winnie? She would be patient enough, I think. If it was dead silent, she wouldn't mind because you can move stuff around that she's sitting on, and she just doesn't care, as you can see. She trusts us, so right, Winnie. And oftentimes, both Winnie and Gary will sometimes sit in a little basket, or I mean that's their basket of toys in the back. They don't sit in that, but like earlier, Gary was sitting in this little basket. It's literally just a woven. What is this, wool, Jen? It's like a woven basket. We literally bought this for the cats. Just got it at Target, cheap little woven basket. We bought it for the cats, and Gary sits in it, and you can just pick this up and walk around with him. He doesn't care. They don't mind being moved around really at all. Right, Winnie? You don't mind, do you? You don't mind, do you? But Winnie just loves sitting on the scratcher. And thanks again, Karen. Thanks, Lily Cat, for the scratcher. They love it. Winnie used to always sit on their turntable scratcher here. Winnie loves that too. She would sit on it all the time, but ever since this new one showed up, she loves sitting on this one. This one needs a little bit of help though because Gary plowed into it the other day, so it's getting kind of smashed up. But yes, she sits on that every now and then. Right, Winnie? And Gary is just up here watching us. Hi, buddy. Are you getting tired? You were tired earlier. Oh, sorry. Hope I'm not giving anybody motion sickness. I'm trying trying to stand up. Here you go, buddy. You still want to play, or are you? Yeah, he's watching this. As long as this is around, he wants to play with it. It's going around, Gary. It's going around and around. You following it? You following it, buddy? Whoa! You just pulled it right out of my hand. Good job, buddy. That was really good. That was really good. Okay, buddy. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. You got it. Oh, you dropped it. You gonna get it? You dropped it. What are you gonna do? He's like, oh, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it. I'll go the other way. Did you get it, buddy? I got it. I got it. He loves this thing. He loves this thing. Look at how svelte you are, Gary. He's been good about his weight. His fur is growing back from when he had to get it shaved for his ultrasound over a month ago. He's doing good. And Winnie is doing good too. Her weight is pretty steady. It's gone up. She's been maintaining her weight, and we've actually even reduced her dosage of the appetite stimulant, and she's still maintaining weight. She should be completely off of her appetite stimulant middle of next week. So that's the real test, as we're weaning her off of the appetite stimulant prescription. So we will see how she is. But it seems like being on it every other day this past week or two, she's been really good. She's actually been still eager to eat. She's every 3 days now, and she's still been eating a lot. Hi, buddy. Boop. So, yeah. And I saw some talks about books in the chat, so Jenny D may have already mentioned that we're kind of getting rid of some books we don't read anymore and that have just been kind of sitting around. Why keep it? So some of our bookcase shelves have emptied out. All these shelves used to be all completely packed with books, and we're paring it down our collection. And the cats have been loving that. They've both been hanging out inside the bookcase cases. This is the first time I've seen Winnie sitting in there, but Gary's been sitting in this one quite a bit, and Winnie's been sitting over here quite a bit in this one. So it's kind of funny how they've been loving this lately. Right, Winnie? Look at you. It's like a little display case for cats. What are you looking at, Winnie? Well, Gary's down on the floor there. I don't know what she's looking at. But yeah, they've been doing really well. And yeah. There's going to be some excitement tomorrow. Oh, poor Winnie and Gary. I feel bad for them already. Tomorrow, they being the workers in our neighborhood who've been replacing the roofs on our houses on our hey, what are you eating there? A little bit of, that's a bit of the cat scratcher. That's a bit of cat scratcher, Gary. You shouldn't eat that. So, won't hurt them. It's just paper. But, anyways, yeah, our townhomes are getting new roofs. And tomorrow, they are starting, on our roof. So, these two knuckleheads are going to be scaredy cats. They're going to be scaredy cats. And I don't envy them at all. They were really terrified last week when the roofers delivered all the materials for the roofing job, which was just simply them putting, getting up on a crane and dropping shingles and supplies and all kinds of stuff on top of the roofs of all our townhomes. And just the noise from that, they were really scared. Poor Gary was shoved himself underneath the bookcases down there. He barely fits. And he was literally just shivering. He was so scared at the noise. And Winnie then also was hiding on top of the cabinets in the kitchen, which she does. I mean, they both go on top of the cabinets all the time, but Gary rarely ever goes under the bookcases because he barely fits under there. And Jenny D held on to him. She got him out from under the bookcases and was holding him kind of like a baby, and he was just clutching onto her like around her neck. He's looking for that feather I stuck under there. You found it, buddy. Good job, you found it. He's like, it's mine, Papa. It's mine. So yeah, I feel bad. They're gonna be scared tomorrow. But we're gonna try to get them downstairs into the basement where the sound is way quieter, because last week when they were delivering all the roofing materials, we went in the basement just to see how different it would be, the sound, and it was much quieter down there. And we do have an area down there in the corner of the basement that's got nice easy chairs and some a rug down there and stuff. So I mean, it's not a finished basement, but there is a corner that's kind of comfortable. So hopefully we can get them down there before all the ruckus starts on the roof, and just have them chill out there. So that's going to be my goal. Yeah, and I saw some comments there. Exactly, Marty. That's the goal, because Marty, as you know, there's a bunch of music down there, some records and stuff, and I'll probably put some tunes on if I can get them down there to help drown out the noise. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I don't envy them, because I feel bad because they don't understand. And they try to go to where they feel safe when they're scared, which isn't often. They don't get scared that often. They try to hide like most cats would do. And in the case of Gary, he tries to hide under the bookcases. But yeah, unfortunately, and then when he goes on top of the cabinet, but unfortunately, those locations, the sound just kind of resonates the vibrations even further, because they're essentially up against, like, supporting weight-bearing, low-bearing walls and stuff. And when he goes on top there of the cabinets, any kind of loud banging or vibration on the roof is just going to resonate through the walls. And their quote-unquote safe spaces will be even more amplified with unpleasant vibrations that they are trying to hide from. So Gary, buddy, I hope you hang out with me tomorrow in the basement. Boing. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Hi, buddy. Boop, boop, boop. But yeah, other than that, they've been doing well and having a lot of fun playing and just being adorable. Couldn't be happier with them. But yeah, I hope you all are watching Kitten Academy, seeing all the hijinks from the kittens there, all the boy kittens that they have at Kitten Academy. Hope you're watching Club Smoosh and Brew Cats and Kit Kat Playroom and all the other fosters on YouTube. Thanks to the moderators for hanging out with us in this live stream, and we will keep you guys updated with more social media posts, and again for another live stream on Wednesday. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Go watch some live streaming kittens, and be sure to hit like and subscribe and comment on all those live streams. It helps out a great deal with YouTube metrics, which helps out those fosters with ad revenue to save more cats and kittens. So love you guys. Have a great one. Fade to Gary. Bye.